Stacy, thank you for being here. I am so excited for people to just get to know you a little bit more. Put your article in here honoring your season and combating burnout, which is so needed. I remember I listened to your podcast because that's originally how I found you. Um, but I listened to this podcast. I was like, Stacy, I need this in my article.
Don't we
This
all?
is so needed. So thank you. And it's so well written.
Yeah. Thank
And
you.
you have your business bestie that you run, the YBB group, and I'm part of it, and it's so fun, and you just do
Yeah.
such a great job of like making that connection among women business
For
owners.
women.
It's
I
great.
know.
Yeah.
It's been fun. I feel like I started that a year ago and it's been so life-giving, not only for myself, but for women who like I would have never met you, like I would have never. It's cool. I hope to one day take it like nationally where we have like different little hubs and stuff all over the United States because the in-person stuff is really fun. But we have our first year birthday party coming up this Thursday and honestly, it's just been one of those things where I needed it. I needed community. Like I love my husband. My husband loves me, but like he doesn't want to sit down and like game plan. He doesn't want to like clap for me when like I make a sale. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
like, "Are you paying the bills? Are you making dinner?" So I felt like I needed it, and it's really cool to see how it's kind of unfolded, and so many other women need it too.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely blessed me, and I love that we're friends, like
I
on
know.
Instagram and real life. I just need to go visit you in
I know.
Michigan.
Before this, I was like, "Oh wait, I need to text her," and then I was like, "Oh, don't
I
use
don't
her
have your
number. Like
number.
it's
I
just
know.
Instagram."
I know. It's weird.
I know.
We need to change that.
I know.
Okay, but let's get to know you a little bit more. What is your favorite way to spend the weekend?
Ugh, right now, in the season that I'm in, it's sports. So my daughter, who's 11, she'll be 11 on Tuesday, she plays travel hockey. I have another little boy who plays hockey. He's not in travel, thank God. He's just starting out. And then the boys play flag football. But then I also work at church. So I do event planning at our church as well. So it's just a lot. And so the perfect weekend for me is one where, like, Friday, I spend it preparing and cleaning my house, like filling the fridge, planning our dinners for Saturday and Sunday. Um, and then like this season obviously is fall. So I don't know when you're gonna like put these out, but right now it's fall and so we love football as well. So typically a Saturday looks like waking up, everybody like slow waking up, thank God, except my middle one wakes up. Like today he like I woke up at 6 and he was up at like 6:03. I'm like, okay, not happening. So everybody's sleeping in and then me making breakfast, watching some, Big Ten and SEC football on Saturdays, and then we'll pack up. We go to Ireland's games. She usually has a game or practice at 3 on Saturdays. Usually we'll do something easier for dinner and then like maybe a movie night, which is really fun. And then Sunday, we have four different services that you can go to at the campus that I go to. You have 8:30, 10, 11:30, and 1. And so if I can't catch any of those though, I watch online because I like to stay connected with God and I just like to pour in and see what's happening at church. Some seasons that I'm in, I have to be at church to launch things, but we're kind of rolling out of that season because I run all of our small groups as well. So clearly I have a lot of time on my hands. But right now the boys have flag football. So we'll go to their practice and their game, which my husband coaches. He coaches Ireland's hockey, Colton's hockey, as well as flag football right now. So it's like family time, you know, which I
I love
love.
that.
And then usually, like last Sunday, I was like, I haven't grocery shopped in a while. So I was like, what can I make? Like, what's easy things that I can pick up? And I remembered we had like frozen pizza in the fridge. I went and grabbed some wings just from like Costco that I popped in the air fryer. And then I made mozzarella sticks and we had like this best smorgasbord. I'm always trying to like elevate things, not just like slap things at, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, my kids are gonna have such good memories. Like that's how I look at it. But that's our like typical weekend. And I always do a Sunday reset. Do you do a Sunday reset?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, yeah.
just
Or a
change the world.
Saturday, whatever lands,
Yeah.
but yes, the weekend.
Yes.
Hmm.
So I always do like a nightly reset because that helps me. Like if I can wake up and like have everything be in its place, it feels really good for me. If not, I wake up with like complete anxiety. Not that I wake up with it, but like
Yeah,
once I roll downstairs and I'm like, who closed last night? Like,
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
me, you
yeah.
know? Um, So I do a weekend reset where we just get all the laundry done, you know, the counters clean, the clothes are where they need to be for the next day at school. Just because those little tiny like management things of just like house management, time management, I've realized that it makes my kids so much more efficient in the morning and like self-sufficient. I have a 5, 7, and 11-year-old, and it just makes our mornings go so much smoother.
Absolutely. And then you have clean clothes for the week. We do the same thing. Sunday night, all of our stuff is done, put away.
Yes. Yeah. Key.
That's the hardest part,
I
putting
know.
it away.
I know.
Nobody goes to
Hey,
sleep.
I know. Typically, my husband does all of the laundry. He hasn't just through the summer because he's worked so much on like throughout the week. And now that I'm home, my kids are in school full time. So I'm home and I can do laundry in the week time, but I forget to switch it. So I have to like literally be like, set timer 25 minutes, like to roll
Yeah.
it over, or else I forget about it.
I know that life too.
Yeah.
What is a lesson you learned this past year?
I feel like a lesson that I'm learning and continuing to learn, it kind of goes with the seasons, but to work my business around, I feel like the waves that God gives me. Does that make sense? I'm I have a really great discernment with like what the Lord wants me to bring to life because I'm talking to him all the time. But I feel like if I get a clear like, yes, this is what I want you to do, I launch it and it is beautiful and it's blessed, right? But like if it's
Hmm.
something that I selfishly need or want, or I need to make this amount of money by this time or whatever, um, I've done that in the past and they've completely flopped. So I think one thing that I'm learning this year is it's okay to pivot, it's okay to shift, that I have the complete ability to do that. It's just allowing myself and giving myself grace. And another lesson that I'm learning is resting. So I know, like for you, after your big launch of the Mompreneur Planner, I watched you just like completely take time off, and I'm so glad that you did. But you also, it's hard to get back on the wagon, like
Hmm.
it's hard. And so for me, I struggle. I've always struggled with rest. And so God's really teaching me that rest is necessary. It's not earned. It's something that like you just do because he commands it. And I've been very disobedient in that in my business journey, in motherhood, and all the things. But I will say as my business, as I've figured out what I wanted to do, like my own thing the past 3 years, and my kids are also getting older, it's a little bit easier for me to
Yeah.
rest in those moments. Like I already
Yeah.
know the next Friday after the event that I have on Thursday night, I already told myself, like, you're not on your phone. You literally get to have a Netflix and like chill day by yourself. You can order a pizza and eat it with your Diet Coke and not
Love
feel
it.
bad. You know what I mean? Like
That
I've
sounds like a
planned my
great
rest.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing that I'm going to start doing in quarter 4 this quarter is taking a Sabbath day. I've never done it. I've never been really strict and disciplined with it. And so um I just want a whole day away from my phone with my family. My hardship in that is I'm like, what if somebody needs me? Not business wise, but like my parents or like my
Yeah.
sisters or whatever. So yeah, I've struggled with all those things and I'm continuing to learn them.
Yeah. It's hard. Well,
Yeah.
I love that. I love all of that insight, and I definitely can relate on the struggles. I have them too. But I think that's also really cool that you are also to discern like your launch seasons and your rest seasons.
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part about being a mom?
Oh, I think as my kids get older, because I will say, like, the beginning years of motherhood, I loved them, but it felt like such a blur. Like I was waking up and like you're just doing it again. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah,
like you're
yeah,
just in the thick of it. And so, like I said, my boys are 5 and 7, so they're 2 years and one day apart. And then Ireland's 11 now. So like I'm in a very different season of life. And it makes me really sad because I feel like I'm like a middle mom. Like I might cry. But I feel like I remember walking around the park this year and I was like, the boys are fishing with my girlfriend Heather's son Logan, like on the dock. Ireland's in the splash pad with her friends. Like I'm not needed, you know?
yeah.
And it was like a very sobering thought. I was like, oh my God, I'm not needed. So I think in this season for me, my favorite part of motherhood is making things really special for them, like elevating our dinner boards or whatever.
Love
Last
it.
night we were going to hockey and we had 20 minutes to eat, and I was like, okay, I'll make a frozen pizza. And then I made them fun and I put it on paper plates and put foil over it. And I was like, we're gonna eat in the car. And I made it like this whole big thing. And I'm like, those are the memories. Like, they're not gonna look like, one, I didn't have to run through the drive-through because like it's $40 every time I have to do that, right? So I was like, how can I save money and make this fun? And it's just elevating those little things. And so I've realized those little tiny moments, I'm taking advantage of them because I know that they're getting older. And it makes me sad, but like so happy now that they're in school full time, like picking them up, like they actually miss me. And just, I know, you're right. My dog's like, what are you doing here, Mom? I told him, don't die on me now. It's just me and you home for the day. Hold on, I gotta let him out. But I really think that that's like the best part of motherhood right now is just knowing that they need me and they still do. And I will also say, like, raising boys. You have a little boy, right? That's your youngest. Two boys. Okay. So with boys, like they won't kiss me at school anymore. Like they're 5 and 7,
Yeah.
they're too cool. And I'll
Yeah.
like take their face and like kiss them. But like in the morning and at nighttime, like they just want to snuggle and have their back scratched. So it's like
Boys
those
are
two
so fun.
moments. Yeah, so I'm like, and they still want me to lay with them every single night. And like 3 years ago, you couldn't pay me to do that. I like wanted to get out of that room so bad because I was so tired because it's so exhausting. And now I'm like, oh no, they fell asleep on me. Like, oh, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like it's that like slow slip, you know?
Yeah. But you're just in a different season where you can enjoy them in a
You
different way.
do. You enjoy them in a very different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see that too. I have almost 7 and a 3-year-old. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of in the,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
different with my 7-year-old, but still in the very needy phase with my
Give it
3-year-old.
like one more year and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is motherhood. Like, I feel like this is the sweet spot for me. Like, because then they turn into little buttholes at teenage. Like my sister has an 11 and 15 years, almost 16-year-old. And she's just at this totally different, and they get so much more expensive. The one thing they never tell
Oh,
you,
yeah.
like, why do we have baby showers? Like, we need to do a shower every like 5 years.
Oh,
And I
it's
get
so
like a
funny.
braces GoFundMe. Like, oh my
Totally.
God.
Keep up with their shoe
Oh my
and
God.
socks.
Seriously.
Oh, it's so expensive.
I know.
Okay, I love it. And then what is your favorite part about being a business owner?
I honestly think my favorite part about being a business owner is one, it feels very impactful. What I do is a service for women, and it's not a product that I sell. I sell myself essentially. I sell a community of women who can like rally with you and back you. So that feels very impactful. And plus, like just hearing the little messages back of like how amazing YBB is, or working with me one on one, or how they're digging into their relationship with God, if it's like faith based stuff. Um, those things make me feel like it's so impactful. And I always want to put impact over income because I spent many years doing the opposite,
Hmm.
um, which is why I had to walk away from network marketing like 3 years ago. But so I'll say making an impact is one of my favorite things. But I also love the fact that if I'm like, how do I make $500 by this date? I have the ability to do so because I see my husband who works, a 9 to 5, very secure income, has a pension and healthcare and retirement, like all the things. Like he loves that, but he works very manual labor and it's hard on his body. And he doesn't have the ability to make more unless he's offered overtime. And so the one thing I love is being able to support my family and knowing that whatever I launch or whatever's next for me, like I have the ability to do that. Um, and that all goes back to like just being really connected and discerning what I'm bringing to life. So it's always a huge blessing, but I think just making an impact and then having control over the income. And then the last thing is just freedom. Like I literally felt so much freedom this morning. I got the kids to school, went out to breakfast with two other girls who own businesses, who I met them at a networking event, and then I picked up some sweat. And I was just thinking to myself, like, this is not the life that I designed for myself. Like this is not what I had in mind when I was going to college to teach all those years ago. But it's just so cool because it's God's will, like He had this for me, which is neat.
Yeah, I love that. Well, thank you, Stacy. This was fun getting to know you. Thanks for joining. And then if you don't follow Stacy, go follow her at Stacy Crown. What's your
It's
Instagram?
at the Stacy Crown.
At the Stacy Crown. Go read her article, get your copy of the Mompreneur Collective.
Yeah,
And thank you, Stacy.
you're welcome. Thanks, guys.